Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing another dedicated drugstore tutorial. And these are some of my favorite videos to do because drugstore products are some of my favorite products to use. First of all, you can find them pretty much anywhere and they are all really affordable. So hopefully anybody can find and use these products and love them as much as I do. I tried to pick different products than I did for my previous drugstore video, but in some of the categories, I only have 1 or 2 products that are drugstore. So you might see some of the same products, but hopefully not too many. And I hope you guys will stick around and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I would love to have you guys here. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go ahead and get started. Like always, I'm gonna go in and start with a primer, and this one today I'm gonna use this from E.L.F. You've seen me use this a bunch of times. This is the Poreless Putty Primer. And this truly is a classic that you find at the drugstore. I know so many people love it, and it's really super affordable, like all of these products. And I chose to use an E.L.F. foundation and concealer today, actually. So we're going to be using a few E.L.F. products here at the beginning. And so I kind of wanted to use the E.L.F. primer just to go with everything. Next for foundation, I'm going to go in with the E.L.F. Camo CC Cream. I don't think I've ever used this one on my channel before, which is actually kind of shocking because it is one of my absolute favorite foundations from the drugstore. First of all, it has SPF in it, which is amazing. And it is a full coverage natural finish foundation. And of course it's affordable because it's drugstore. And in my opinion, it's one of the best foundations that you can find at the drugstore. I'm sure you all have also noticed that I actually did my hair today. Shocker. I tried to be a little bit different today, switch things up a little bit. I don't know why, but just hair is not my thing. I don't love to do my hair. I don't love to spend a lot of time on it. If it's a choice between hair and makeup, I'm always gonna choose makeup. Plus, I don't know, there's just something about wearing my hair down that just drives me nuts. And I don't know if it's just the hair touching my face or what it is, but I just do not like to wear my hair down that often. But enough about the hair. Next, we're gonna go in with concealer. This is the last E.L.F. product I'm gonna use today, and this is the E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer. And I have mine in the shade Light Peach. Again, I think E.L.F. truly is one of the best drugstore brands there is. And like I said, so many people rave about E.L.F. products because their price point is so good that really anybody can afford their products. And I feel like the quality of their products has gone significantly higher than it used to be when I was growing up. But E.L.F. also has another concealer that's really popular. And I think it's just the Camo Concealer is the name of it. And it's really nice, but I like the hydrating one because I get really dry on my under eyes, especially this time of year. I don't know, my skin hates this weather. My hands get so extremely dry. My under eyes get really dry. My lips get super dry. This weather is just not great for my skin, but I still love the cooler weather and I will take it any day over 100-degree weather. Okay, now I'm truly gonna shock you guys in this video. I am gonna go in with a different powder for under my eyes today. I'm gonna skip out on the number 7 powder, which is my go-to favorite powder, but I wanted to give you guys another option that's really affordable. And this is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. As you can tell, if I can open this, I do love this powder and I do use this one as well, even though I have been sticking to my number 7 powder. And the case actually broke on this. I dropped it one day, which was so sad, and the case just shattered, but luckily the powder stayed intact, so I was kind of surprised. But just like the name says, this one is great for brightening up the under eyes. And I think this one is around like $4.99 at Ulta. And I have used this for years and do love it. So hopefully, like I said, just giving you guys another option for powder if the number 7 one doesn't work for you. All right, next up for contour, I'm gonna use the same one I always use, the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser. This is the only drugstore option that I have for this that I've tried. I know there are other great options out there for contour from the drugstore. I just haven't discovered them yet. So if you have any recommendations, please drop them below. I would love to hear. I'm going to speed you through while I blend this out. Now I'm just going to quickly take a sponge and I'm just going to go over the edges of this and just kind of try to smooth and blend everything better together. There is one hair. I don't know if you guys can see that. It keeps hanging down my face, and this is a reason why I do not wear my hair down that often. It just drives me nuts. The cream blush I'm going to use today is one from Undone Beauty. This is their Lip to Cheek palette in the shade Dahlia. I love these so much. I have 2 of the shades right now and I want to try more. I'm actually just going to take a sponge and just try to apply it with a sponge today. But these are so pigmented and a little bit goes such a long way. I normally blend these out with my finger, but actually a sponge is like super easy to blend these out with. Got a little bit carried away on this side. So we're now going to go into eyeshadow. Now I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette from ColourPop today. This is the Sweet Talk eyeshadow palette. And here's what the shades look like. Hopefully you can tell they're like really pinky, kind of peachy tones. I know the glare on the packaging makes it kind of hard to see, but I think technically ColourPop is considered drugstore. They're a brand you can find online or at Ulta, and they are a super affordable brand that I absolutely love their eyeshadow palettes. And I'm thinking today I kind of want to do a halo eye, so I'm going to start with this shade here, which is called Dream Maker. It's a really pretty light pink. I just took a tiny little bit of that, and I'm just going to start working this just right in the crease, just to give us a little bit of a transition shade. Next, I'm going to take this brush here, which is a blending eye brush from E.L.F. And I'm just going to take some of this darkest shade here, which is called Feel Free. And I'm going to start by just packing this on in the areas I want. I'm going to start with that, and I know it looks pretty messy at the moment. I'm going to take a clean blending brush and I'm going to start to just kind of blend out the edges of all of this. I'm going to take a little bit more of that original pink shade I used and just run that over the top to kind of blend that better together. I'm really liking those colors together. I think they look really pretty. I'm going to pop some shimmer right in the middle, and I think I'm going to use the shade here, which is called Garden Date. And I'm just going to just press that in the middle. I'm going to add a little bit more of that deep shade. And I'm just going to go over the top again and just blend that all out. Okay, I really like how that's looking, but I kind of want to add a little bit more glitter to the center of the eye. So I'm going to grab this shade here, which is called Side to Side. And I believe, here's what it looks like. I believe this is one of their like Super Shock shadow formulas. So I'm just going to gently press that on. All right, I better stop before I get too crazy. I'm gonna throw some of the dark shade here just on the lower lashes. And then I kind of want to take one more shade, this one here, which is called Meadow, this pink shade, and just to smudge out the lower lash line just a little bit more. I'm gonna throw an eyeliner on the waterline like usual. I'm gonna use this one from Essence. This is the Long Lasting Eye Pencil in the shade Hot Chocolate. Essence is one of those brands that's also very affordable and has really nice quality makeup. And I buy their stuff at Ulta. For mascara, I'm gonna use my trusty Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift Mascara. If you haven't tried this one, I 100% recommend you do. But I know mascara is a very personal thing, and one that works for me might not work for everybody. So I totally understand that. But if you are still on that mascara journey and haven't quite found one that you like yet and haven't tried this, try it, because I really think you would love it. All right, I'm gonna quickly go in and do my brows off camera, but I just wanted to mention I'm gonna use the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil, and then also the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. So I'll put my eyebrows on and I will be right back. All right, I am back and the brows are done. I'm honestly not loving how the brows turned out today. I don't know what it is. I don't know, maybe they look the same as they always do, but for some reason to me, they just look a little funky, but that's okay. Now to finish off the face, I'm gonna go in with a bronzer. I was really shocked that I only have one drugstore bronzer in my collection, which was crazy to me. And that is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, which is obviously a really good bronzer. But it just made me realize I need to try out some more drugstore bronzers. So if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I would love to try out some of your favorites. For blush, I'm going to use this palette from BH Cosmetics. This is the Vanilla Cream Truffle palette, and it comes with 4 different blushes. And I'm just going to dip into all 4 of them, like so. BH Cosmetics is another one of those brands where I'm not sure if it's technically drugstore, but for the sake of this video, we are going to say it is. It's kind of in the same range as ColourPop. They're not brands that you could find like anywhere, but they kind of fit within the drugstore price point. And I love both of those brands. Okay, the highlighter I'm going to use is my go-to Wet n Wild Hello Halo Blushlighter in the shade After Sex Glow. And like usual, I'm just going to use the highlight side in this palette just to add a little something to the high points of the face. Also going to highlight the inner corners of the eye with this highlighter. And then also under the brows. And before we go into lips, I'm going to go in and set all this, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Passion Session Face Mist. This one was just, I believe, a limited edition scent, but they do have other ones that are regular face mists that you can get at Walmart, Target, CVS, any of those places. But that one truly smells so good. For lips today, I'm going to use the MILANI Understatement Lip Liner in the shade Nude Entrance. why, but I have the hardest time lining this side of my lip. The art of lip lining is not one that I have mastered yet. So don't judge me for my lip lining skills, please. I'm going to use the Revlon Revlon Super Lustrous lipsticks in the shade Flushed. I feel like Revlon lipsticks are super underrated. I rarely hear anybody talk about Revlon lipsticks, but they are so good. So try them out if you have not already. And then to top that all off, I'm going to go in with the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. Wet Look Lip Gloss. This one's in the shade Peaches and Cream. This is a new one that I picked up recently, and I know it looks super intimidating in the bottle because it's straight up orange. But first of all, I can't tell you guys how good these lip glosses smell. They smell like raspberry candy. And I'm also not kidding you when I tell you a lot of the products that I use today all smell like straight up candy. But when you apply this, it's not nearly as intimidating as it is when you see it in the bottle. I think it's really pretty. All right, we have made it to the end of this look and this video. If you stuck around, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope I shared with you some drugstore products that you haven't tried before. And if you have and you love them, please let me know. Again, I would love to hear from you guys. Send me your drugstore recommendations so I can try them out as well. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel just as a reminder to y'all, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you in my next video. Bye.